No, it's working. I don't get this. Whatever.
Justice.
So, hello everybody, welcome to a little, it's like a little test. Actually trying to see if I can record Dota and as how well I can record Dota. Dota 2 of course. Um, I'm not actually playing right now, I'm just spectating a game of a friend of mine. He's right here, home. He's not that great, he's still learning. So I'm just gonna like spectate a little. It's not gonna be that high level. I think it's like somewhere below the mid to low level play right here. So let's just see what we can find. We're actually gonna have that's a very interesting lane. We're gonna have a Viper versus a Gyrocopter mid. You don't see that very often. And like Viper putting all the skill points in poison attack, so we can harass the shit out of that Gyrocopter right here. On the bottom lane we're gonna be seeing Ancient Apparition and a Conquer going up against the PA. Yep, and look at and an Omni Knight. Frame rate is stable, that's what I was looking at. And very interesting, not turning off the Ring of Basilius. He probably doesn't know that you should do that, even though it doesn't really matter. It's one of these things like in StarCraft 2, like splitting your drone when the game starts. If you don't do it, it's such a minimal thing, but if you want to be really pro, you do it. Like turning off the Ring of Basilius, and if you have it, Ring of Aquila as well. On the top lane we have a Lich and a Weaver, who has that Ring of Aquila also turned on. Against an Undying and an Alchemist. Yeah. I think you already see that this game is not gonna be that high level if there's an Alchemist in the game and someone actually tries to play Alchemist. Now I don't know if he was actually randomed. I don't know if you can actually see the game is like and then he blows it up on his head. Yeah, that's an easy kill.
Waste.
Even though that ulti was a bit wasted, but okay.
Your vital thread is
I don't know if it's all random. No, it's not all random. If it's all pick or single draft. Because if it's single draft, I don't think he would have picked Alchemist. If it's all pick, he probably didn't pick Alchemist. Because if you pick Alchemist, you want to lose. It might actually be all pick and he just randomed Alchemist because unless he doesn't know what he's doing. If he doesn't know what he's doing, I'm probably okay. He might have actually picked Alchemist. In the meantime, there's a DD Viper in the middle, having free farm. There's no one around. There's like this giant area just for himself. So he's probably not gonna be able to make any use of that double damage. In the meantime, still land courier going on into the fight. If that Weaver had seen that courier, he probably would have just turned around and killed it. So actually, a courier kill is actually worth dying for, even if you're a carry. Unless you don't miss lots of farm, and he's not gonna miss lots of farm right here because he can't really farm at this point anyway.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It seems like we're gonna have something crash on top. Actually gonna take lots of damage from that tower. But anyway, it's Alchemist, he's not gonna be helpful anyway. So Viper's coming top to help out. He doesn't have a lot of mana left on that Weaver, so he has got mana left for one more Shakuchi. Shakuchi? I don't know. Shakuchi. I don't know. And after that he probably won't have the mana for anything else unless he waits a little bit. He does have Ring of Aquila though, so that's definitely gonna help him out. In the meantime, the bottom lane pushes up towards the tower, so they're not gonna be able to do anything about that. Ancient Apparition not stacking the camp. Or is he gonna do it now? Nope. I can't. It's 10:30. In the meantime, we'll push that top. Everyone's dropping quite low. Banana might drop. No, he pops the stick charges. And he might be able to survive it. Nope. Dirt is going, rip fuck you, I have awesome range on my Q. Which actually that the range on my Q is pretty cool because it's actually an area of effect. So it actually goes a bit further than what you see from this radius. So Alchemist being useless as always. And okay, I'm gonna stop bashing Alchemist now. He's not that bad, but he's the worst right now. And there's not any worse hero coming into the game. Maybe techies, depending on how you play him. If you play techies right, they're actually pretty cool if you play techies right. But in the hands of a noob, techie's probably the worst player. Because even if a noob plays Alchemist, he's at least tanky and he probably won't die that often. But if a noob plays techie, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Now, literally fails to bounce between the heroes, but they're still gonna get the kill on Alchemist, who not has his ultimate and able to run away. Nope. He actually has level 6, but I think he just got level 6 and he didn't get around to skilling Chemical Rage yet. Unless he put points in stats, which is good, because you don't put points in stats before getting the ultimate. It's Alchemist. So, what do we see? Weaver seems like he's going for Perseverance. He might go for Lincoln's maybe? Lincoln's does spell out Perseverance, right?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dumb here, right? Alright. Lincoln's. There you go. Yeah, this is just without Perseverance. That was bad. Running all the way past the tower to get rid of that missile, even though he would have easily been able to do that. Now going on Undying, he's slowed down. He has all his skills free though, so he could use any of them. No! He's just gonna die with all his skills available. He could have used his zap. Where is it? It's his W. No, Q. His DK. Wasn't it called something like sap? Or whatever. To actually gain more strength, and with more strength, actually, even in a fight, if you get that bonus strength, it does make you last a little bit longer. And he could have also used Soul Rip, of course, to heal himself up and his ultimate.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Give him
Dire's structures are fortified.
Health? Doesn't? It doesn't give him more health, but it heals him. When a Plague unit dies. I actually haven't. Undying is one of the heroes that I have like had experiences with the least. Like I know a lot about most of the heroes, but Undying is one of the ones that I have not that much idea about. Like I know what all these skills do, but I have to still look up some of the details. Like what exactly his ultimate does. I know he's like kills the flash on and this has this plague and it's very notorious. Also, it seems like we're gonna have another go at top with Viper coming top, and he has his ultimate up. So they're not gonna go, they are gonna go on Gyrocopter. Pom already using his ultimate. And is gonna survive this onslaught, but Alchemist comes in, throws it. He's on 10 HP now, he's gonna go in and get the last right click. And sadly, they were not able to save him, even though Ancient Apparition has his ultimate up and could have easily saved our friend Tom. Sad day for him. But then they're gonna TP towards the bottom, so that they can now start ganking the bottom as well. TA very low, but he decides to just shoot once at Undying and then run away, because Omni Knight is there and he has destroyed the fray now. Now gonna turn around with Viper being out in the open, running back towards Weaver and Kunkka. Now ultimate popping from Omni Knight, going back towards Viper. Suddenly Weaver is out in the front, and it's gonna have to run away. Now the tide, it seems to be a little bit of back and forth, but now it seems like both teams are gonna take a few steps back. In the meantime, AA ulti flying in finally, probably started throwing that when the fight was erupting. And it seems like both teams are gonna get out of this with very much health, apart from that Undying, who seems to have a very bad day. That Omni Knight, he can't actually heal it because he doesn't have a soul ring. Usually you get a soul ring on Omni Knight as early as possible so you can keep healing. Now with this harass from Hom and Weaver, and of course Kunkka's type bringer, they now actually managed to get a lot of damage done towards the enemy team. But they are gonna regroup on the bottom and see if they maybe can push down the tower. It's at half health, but with another A ulti flying in, it will drop Omni Knight very low. He has no health left and no mana left.
This ice ain't nice.
You're dead. In the meantime, top is pushing further towards the tower. Because AA was watching the... I'm pretty sure that AA was watching the bottom here for his ultimate and then didn't notice that top. Suddenly there were heroes there. and then he died. So now we have Alchemist current stun out on Banana. Viper seems like he's gonna take a fall. And then they suddenly stop attacking and turn around on Hom, who's now also running away with very low HP. It seems like they can't really decide what they want to do, and now they just leave both heroes with very low HP, just running away. Even though they could have easily killed both of them. Now Hom walking in towards the Undying with his ultimate up, and now it seems like they still won't be able to finish any of them off. In the meantime, Pacifist has taken out Gyrocopter. He is gonna miss with the ultimate damage, but he is gonna get the debuff on him, and there goes the kill with the
Frost Jack.
And in case you didn't know it, if you throw out an A ultimate and you have the orb
Radiant's
flying
bottom
towards the
tower
target,
is
not the
under
orb
attack.
that
Radiant
shows you where it's gonna
structures
hit,
are
but the
fortified.
orb that flies towards and deals the damage. If that orb passes through a unit, it won't
Radiant's
deal
middle
the
tower
damage,
is under
but it
attack.
will inflict the enemies with the debuff that does the damage per second and the instant kill if it's below a certain percentage. And if the orb hits, of course in the area everyone who is hit gets hit with the damage and also gets applied with the debuff.
Radiant's
So even
middle
if your
tower
A
is
ulti
under
misses,
attack.
it can still be effective if you get on the way to hitting its target, the orb passes through units and afflicts them with the debuff.
Radiant's
In
middle
the meantime,
tower
middle
has
tower
fallen.
dies, and they're now dropping very low right here towards the units and the Omni-Knight, but now Omni-Knight is also dropping very low. He has his ultimate to repel and all his skills up, so he can easily heal himself and keep fighting, but now 3 heroes start ganging up on him, and it seems like he will gonna take a fall. They're actually gonna let him live. That's cool. Now they should... They could have used like any spells
My way.
after the repel was done or before the repel, but they decided like, who needs spells? He's got repel anyway, even if it's not up to him. And Undying, sadly, 3 heroes, even if 2 of them are very low, are still 3 heroes and they will kill. Now Alchemist trying to go for the kill, Pacifist turning around and gets killed in the process. He probably would have survived if he kept running,
Radiant's top
because he
tower
was
is
gone
under attack.
up the hill, and if he goes up the hill right here, I can't draw because I'm not a broadcaster, he would have probably survived, because if you're uphill, he can't see you. And he went up the hill
Radiant's
as well, or
top
has
tower
sight,
is under
which I
attack.
don't think he had at that point. And it seems like, yep,
Radiant's
top tower
top
went
tower
down
has
and
fallen.
not a whole lot of aggressiveness going on right now. It seems like couldnt is making his way towards the top, trying to make a 1v2 gank, because that's what pros do. He realizes his mistake and turns around. In the meantime, middle pushing towards that tower, but it's not a whole lot, because Undying is gonna turn around towards bottom as well as Alchemist, and it now gonna try and gank the bottom. PA gets hit by Vital Ultimate, but they're not gonna commit to this, and they should go backwards here. There we go. Undying will face him, but he's not gonna try and get the heroes. He's just gonna defend this tower, like right here. Defend this tower. I really would like to see some wards other than this one, like especially here, because they would have easily seen the gank coming. Even though the gank didn't really happen, it would have still been pretty cool to know that it was coming. But it's not that high level of a game, so it's okay. I mean, they have at least 1 ward up. That's for a not that high level game. That's alright to have at least 1 ward in a location that can at least see some of these paths, as well as this place over here.
Dire's middle
Even though
tower
a
is
place
under
over
attack.
here,
Dire's
I don't know, it
structures
doesn't
are
change a whole lot.
fortified.
But they might have actually put it on the high ground to see some more stuff coming from back here, in case someone wants to be really sneaky. Because the thing is, you don't actually know what's gonna happen. It's just like in StarCraft, people don't know what's going on. They might actually do stuff like come from back here. In the meantime now, they're going on top. Seems like Gyrocopter is gonna take the fall. Lich ulti flies out again, and he's gonna drop very low. He has repel though, but he has no mana for anything else, so they just need to chase here and hit him after repel ends, which is now. Well, they don't have mana for spells anyway. They just need to right click him down, and he is gonna die for it, which is I think the right door. And he's just gonna turn around and let Omni-Knight live. And he's searching for him in the trees and finds out that he can't actually go from over there to where the Omni-Knight is right now. And now Omni-Knight is just gonna run out. And for some odd reason they think that he went over there, which is, well, they probably don't know the map. Now these woods here, they seem very complicated, but there are a few entrances and areas that you should know and recognize. For example, this place behind the tower. If you go in here, you can't actually come out anywhere else unless you destroy trees. So if someone walks behind here, you know that he's gonna be in somewhere in this area, and he has to come out at this point, unless he eats trees or destroys the trees otherwise. So if he walks in there, there's no reason to go over here or even over here or down there, because he has to come out here. Yeah, there's multiple points like this on the map where you can go like this, right here, like you have this little U down here. You have an entrance over here and an entrance over here, and you can have a little area down here you can walk around. Like you have this area over here you can go into, and this area down here and here you can go into. So if you know that if you enter through one of these areas, one over here or over here, you can run around in this area down here, but you have to come out at one of these two openings. And usually if someone walks down here, he's gonna come out up here, and vice versa. Now it seems like they're gonna go on this bottom tower. In the meantime, the top tower for Dire is gonna take a fall. And now they're gonna take fight at bottom. Now a lot of heroes are at bottom. In fact, the entire Dire side is at bottom, so they're gonna have to TP in and take this fight. Pacifist throws out all his mana. Seems like Griever is gonna take a fall. Switch ulti bounces through, but there's an awesome repel taking the damage. Kunkka jumps in with his ultimate, and with his Tidebringer just cleans all of them up. And now they're gonna try and take the last kill, which is PA. She's very far out of position at this point, since Kunkka used this axe to put her back, and that's a triple kill for Kunkka and wipe out for the Radiant team. I mean, the Dire team got wiped out, so whatever.
Hello.
You know what I mean.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I really like this net worth
Dire's
tab
bottom
up here.
tower has fallen.
It's basically how much money the player has apart from the starting money of 600, and it's also the money in items and in the stash. But
Dire's bottom
it's
tower
actually
is under
not the
attack.
money that is on the courier. So if you have an item on the courier, it doesn't actually count towards net worth. I don't know if they have fixed that in a recent patch, or if it's still in the game. But I know that 2 patches ago that was still one of the problems. They might actually fix that, or it might also already be fixed. I don't know. Now, Pacifist being really good support, putting up wards right here, which is very awesome. They are able to see this rune over here. They are able to see a bit of the path and the path over here. They will easily see any attempt of Roshan going on, and that's pretty good at this point. Usually you see a ward more over here for the Radiant side, but it's okay. It's usually or over here. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. You just want to be able to see the rune and some of the area surrounding the rune, so you know when heroes run around these paths. And usually top as well, so you can see double damage rune, for example. It seems like 3 of the heroes for the raid side are gonna gather up mid, make that 4. And it seems like they might want to push up. Now Viper also is going in the action. It seems like it's going to be a 5-man push in the middle. In the meantime, A ulti flies towards bottom to do a little bit of harassing. Sadly, oh, it actually is going to hit, because in the last second they actually ran into it. But of course, you can't see the A ulti as the enemy team, so they didn't know that.
Dire's middle tower
And
has
the middle
fallen.
tower is gonna be undefended and takes an easy fall. Now AA actually made his way towards bottom, and yeah, sadly nothing left to protect. So he's just gonna probably take this farm and try and push back a little bit. Maybe they are gonna go bottom after they've destroyed the middle tier 1, and even maybe even try and just be a little bit aggressive towards this tower up here. In the meantime, this awesome ward sees everyone coming from in here and still harm. Actually, that was very awesome. I thought he was gonna die, but he actually killed them before Omni Knight could use his repel and therefore be awesome.